Emily, a sharp, independent woman, had given up on love. Her career was thriving, but romance, she'd written it off after too many disappointments. That was until she agreed to one last date. Her colleague Alex suggested she meet his friend Michael, handsome, charming and new in town. "Just one dinner," Alex promised. "You won't regret it." Reluctantly, Emily agreed. She expected nothing more than a polite evening, some conversation, and to move on. But when Michael walked into the restaurant, she felt an unexpected spark. His confident smile and relaxed demeanour caught her off guard. Soon, what should have been a brief dinner turned into hours of deep conversation. What Emily didn't know was that this wasn't a chance meeting. Michael had a secret. Michael wasn't in town for the reasons he claimed. He was hired by Daniel, the CEO of the company Emily worked for. Daniel had admired Emily from a distance for years, her intelligence, her dedication, and her presence. But he couldn't figure out how to tell her how he felt without jeopardizing their professional relationship. So, Daniel devised a plan. Michael's role. He was supposed to test the waters, to see if Emily could be swept off her feet by another man before Daniel made his move. If Emily showed no interest in Michael, Daniel would make his own feelings known. But if Michael succeeded, Daniel would know it was never meant to be. It was supposed to be simple. There was one thing Daniel didn't count on: Michael falling for Emily. As weeks went by, Emily and Michael spent more time together. Michael, who had started the job thinking it would be routine, soon found himself in deep. Emily wasn't just another woman, she was smart, genuine and unguarded in a way he hadn't anticipated. The plan was unravelling, and Michael felt himself trapped in a web of his own making. Then came the night everything changed. Michael and Emily were out for another date, enjoying a rooftop view of the city. The atmosphere was perfect, but the weight of the secret was crushing Michael. His phone buzzed. It was Daniel. "It's time." Daniel was ready to confess his feelings to Emily, expecting Michael to bow out and make way. But how could he? How could Michael let her go now that he had real feelings for her? Michael turned to Emily, his heart pounding. "There's something you need to know." Emily looked at him, surprised by his tone. "What is it?" Michael explained everything: the plan, Daniel's involvement, the reason they'd met. He expected her to be furious, to walk away. But after a long, stunned silence, Emily laughed. "So this whole thing was a set-up?" she asked, disbelief in her voice. "You and Daniel were trying to manipulate me?" Michael nodded, bracing for the worst. "Well," Emily said, a grin spreading across her face, "I guess the plan backfired." Michael frowned. "What do you mean?" Emily leaned in, her eyes sparkling with amusement. "Because I was never interested in Daniel. I was interested in you." Michael stared at her, his mind reeling. "But I wasn't supposed to..." Emily cut him off. "Plans change, Michael, and this feels real." In that moment, Michael realized everything had shifted. What began as a test turned into something neither of them could control: real love. And as for Daniel, well, he learned that love can't be scripted. Sometimes you just have to let life surprise you.